It's easy to spot when someone isn't really paying attention, but recognizing what truly excellent listening looks like, that can be surprisingly challenging. Behavioral scientists tell us that good listening is one of the most powerful ways to strengthen relationships, broaden our perspectives, and even influence others. So how do we become better listeners? At its heart, listening during a one-on-one conversation is about genuinely caring for the other person and helping them feel understood. There isn't a single agreed-upon definition of what high-quality listening is, but some common elements stand out: being attentive, showing that you understand, and expressing positive intentions toward the speaker. This doesn't mean you can just go through the motions. Studies show that simply smiling and nodding on a timer doesn't cut it. Yet, listening does have a slightly performative side. It's important to show that you're engaged. Beyond just focusing on the speaker's words, good listeners also use questions and body language that communicate understanding and a genuine desire to learn more. At first, this might feel a bit awkward, and the best approach may depend on your relationship with the speaker. But with practice, these behaviors become natural. Imagine a close friend wants to share a problem they're having with their partner. Before the conversation starts, remove any distractions. Turn off the TV, take off your headphones, and put your phone out of sight, far away. Research even shows that just having a phone visible can make conversations feel less intimate and satisfying. Once the talk begins, one of the simplest yet most crucial things you can do is resist the urge to interrupt. That doesn't mean you need to be completely silent. If you do jump in, wait for natural pauses and ask open-ended questions that help the speaker explore their own thoughts. Questions like, "What happened next?" or "How did that make you feel?" These kinds of questions show you're following along and encourage the speaker to dive deeper. Another powerful way to show understanding is by summarizing what you've just heard and asking if you missed anything. Summaries demonstrate that you're truly trying to grasp their experience, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Speaking of turns, meaningful conversations involve back and forth, but planning your response while someone is talking often means you miss what they're really saying. So stay present. And if your attention drifts, don't hesitate to ask the speaker to repeat something. It might feel awkward, but asking for clarification actually signals your commitment to understanding. Finally, don't fear silence. It's perfectly fine to pause and take a moment to collect your thoughts. That quiet can also give the speaker space to reflect on what they've shared. These might seem like small adjustments, but together they create a big impact. When people feel truly heard, they experience greater satisfaction, trust, and connection in their relationships. In the workplace, employees who feel listened to tend to have less burnout and view their managers more positively. Of course, listening well isn't always easy, especially if you disagree with or dislike the person speaking. But these situations are often the ones that benefit most from your effort to listen openly. The psychological theory of reactance suggests that trying to force someone to change their mind only makes them hold tighter to their views. Yet recent research shows that high-quality listening encourages open-mindedness by building a safe, non-judgmental space. True open-minded listening isn't about convincing someone to agree with you. It's not the same as agreeing, and conversations don't always end with perfect resolutions. But even in disagreement, simply being heard can open the door to deeper, more meaningful dialogue.